It's time for your Midweek Motivator with CB and the boys. With your hosts, Crystal CB Booker, and the boys, George Biker Boy Hallman, Roger Hawkins, and J. Lee Douchey Man Thomas. Get set for music, motivation, conversation, and fun. Now here's CB and the boys.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to CB and the Boys. I am CB, your hostess with the mostess, and welcome to another edition. Hopefully everybody had a great Valentine's Day last week. I got nothing. I did nothing, but that's okay. Valentine's Day is for lovers after all. So everybody, welcome. So I got my boy George Biker Boy Holman in the building, Mr. Roger, badass actor Hawkins, and of course the wonderful, fabulous Mimi Acosta. What is up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
What's up? I'm looking at this weather, and I'm feeling cold even though I'm warm. This is not the business.
I know, right? I'm in Arizona, nice and toasty and feeling great. It was 75 degrees today, and it's beautiful.
You're really showing off, man. I'm not with you right now. CB.
Yeah, it's not too terrible on this side of the world. It's
not too bad. It's not too bad in Georgia, but when I'm looking at the news and I'm looking at Texas, I'm already like, okay, I got to change this channel because I'm feeling cold just looking at this, man. I'm really feeling over there, man. You know, all prayers with them.
Yeah, I feel for everybody that is freezing right now.
Yeah,
I don't miss
rough,
the cold. Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, none of us do. I don't think any of us that are from it do. We don't.
Yeah, I don't miss the cold at all. Not at all. Not even a little tiny bit do I miss the cold. Like, not at all.
No.
Nope,
I'm
not
with
at
you
all.
on that. I go back to it often enough so that I can always be reminded that, yep, this is why I left. So,
right.
There's that.
Right. Yeah, I don't miss it at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
It's no
not
joke.
even a little bit.
So let me throw this out there right quick. I just want to make a quick shout out and pay my respects to a well-respected person in radio. I was a fan of his for years. My fan got twisted a little bit in the last few years, but the fact of the matter is, I want to pay respects to Rush Limbaugh, passed today at the age of 70. Even though he's a Trump supporter, you know, we all got our downfalls, but at the end of the day, he's well respected. I respected him, and I really liked him for the most part. And so I just wanted to throw that out there and pay my respects to Rush Limbaugh. He paved the way for a lot. So he did it big.
Wow. He did.
Well, you know, that's very, very eloquently put there, Brother George. I know you're probably one of a very, very few that share that sentiment, but that being said, you know, like I said, well said for you. Now, I don't echo that sentiment, but that's just me. I think most of us don't. Rush Limbaugh was a racist douchebag, so fucking, quite frankly. But again, I know, like you said, he was well respected. A lot of people respect him.
But you're right. But you know what? You know what I like about him? You knew where you stand. You knew where you stand. Period.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? He wasn't afraid to tell you how he feel, and I can respect a racist that's racist in my face.
Sure. No, you know what?
Don't be racist around the corner or behind my back or when I ain't looking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't be one person when you're looking at me and then somebody else. You know.
Okay, I fool with that. I agree.
Right.
I definitely agree with that. I just now from the standpoint of how somebody is, like you said, professionally or just I definitely 100% agree. Let me know who you are up front, so I will absolutely ride with you on that. But at his essence, who he really was, absolutely fuck that guy. And see, he went to school around the same area that I did. He's from like the southeastern Missouri area. I went to school in the southwestern area. So, there was a lot of people had stories about him way back. And the thing I will say, like you said, guys like him and Stern and all that, you need people like that. Again, you can't have, without the Joker, there's no Batman. You got to have both sides of the coin. The thing I think that bugs me is how much these guys, and a lot of people that love them, are cowards without their platform. Like, again, I can respect you. Again, like you said, if you walked up to people and, hey, man, I don't like you because you're tall. I don't like you because you're brown or you have long hair, you're a woman, that's fine. But they hide behind a lot of other bigger people, or they hide behind a platform, and then they throw that stuff out there because they're protected. That's exactly what a coward does. And, while he was walking around the campus and things like that, you only started to hear that after he picked up a certain level of protection and support. But, again, I agree with you, The guy spoke his mind. He told you where he's coming from. He was more than entitled to it. That being said,
that part.
Not sorry at all. But I definitely can respect you. I know, Joy, you want to speak your opinion on how you feel no matter what. So.
I
love that.
I just like the way he brought. Yeah, I just like the way he brought stuff to the table. You know what I'm saying? And he told it like it was.
He brought stuff to the table, but he also spouted rhetoric. He was one of the ones to continue to perpetuate the big lie.
Of course.
Personally, for me, but hold on. For me, I lost all respect for him when he started going hard for Orange Idiot. Once he started doing that, I was done. So, George, you respect him. I understand. I used to respect him. I do. But when his true colors came out,
yeah, that's
when
what I'm
people
saying.
show
That's
you
what I
who
was
they
saying
are,
before.
believe them.
When he went all pro Trump and all that shit, it was like, oh, you tripping. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was some super fan. I just respected what he did. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he was good. And he was good. He was good at what he did.
Right. Idiot or not, he
right.
was a radio personality. Yeah. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rest in peace, man. Boys go on.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
It's all good. It's all in respect and love.
You know what's interesting is a lot of people are on the fence, and this is going to sound weird when you hear this, like black people, I'll say. A lot of them are on the fence about, like, Stephen A. Smith. Like, I know some people that love him and how he comes, and I know some people that absolutely hate the guy. And, of course, the larger his platform has gotten, the more divided that has become. So it's kind of the same thing. What you originally loved him for, because he was kind of a nobody who jumped in and he really, kept it 100 and he called everybody else out. You loved him for it. And then you realize once, like, the paycheck started getting bigger and he started getting backed and sponsors, he kind of had to choose his side. And, like, a lot of people don't like that.
He sold out.
Yeah, so
he sold out.
And
he sold out.
Okay,
there's no other way to put it.
He
sold out.
To you guys, you're telling me, for everybody, I'm asking, everybody individually, would you have a problem, or would you give up, say, 7-figure contract or whatever, if you felt like, hey, you know what, that's not where I once stood, but I can put the old, media spin or skew on it? Or would you, like they say, keep it real, keep it hood, not let your people down and all that, and maybe stay at the bottom of the tier? Do you have a price? If you ask somebody, would you sell out? Most people are going to be like, hell no, I wouldn't sell out. I'm asking.
Everybody would say that until they're faced with it. I mean, when you're faced with it, it's different. And it's basically to the point, it's not so much about selling out. It's about choosing a side. You either choose the right side or you choose the wrong side. If you're choosing the side because the side is greasing your palm, like these pastors, for example, then it's wrong. And it is selling out. And it's disappointing. But,
Well, I guess my question is, what's wrong?
So let me give you my answer to that. And I'm going to answer this in the form of a movie script.
Oh, shit.
When a gentleman said he was trying to figure out what this black dude was doing, taking orders from this white dude, he said, his response was, see, I can play house nigga too, but when we get to where we're going, then the day of the dog begins.
Gotta be like that. That sounds so harsh.
Yeah, it does.
You want me to answer? I'm just saying. Can anybody call out? Can anybody call out the movie? Can anybody call out the movie?
No, to be honest. Glory?
Con Air.
I don't know. That was in Con Air?
Con Air?
Serious?
Yeah, Con Air. When they had the conversation on the plane, when they was taking over the plane, he had the conversation, and what's his name? The star of the movie. I just forgot his name all of a sudden.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
And Ving Rhames.
Asked Rhames what a black nationalist like him was doing, or Ving Rhames, asked him what he was doing, taking orders from the white dude, the white supremacist dude. And that's what he told him. He said, I can be a house nigga until we get to where we're going. Right. But basically what he says, when we get to where we're going and I get this check, then it's my turn.
So that's interesting because I think Mimi was saying that too. The terminology is, I think, what really rocks us. When you again, sell out, house nigga, blah blah blah. It's the connotation that goes with it,
but how you say it. Right.
Well, no, it's not. No, it's the term in and of itself. Again, we know what these terms are used for and why they were used and why they were created. So again, when you add that to a person's choice of profession or whatever, it makes you feel bad about agreeing to do X, Y, Z. But is it truly selling out to set yourself up for security? Well, it depends on who you ask. Because again, if people are going to pay you an exorbitant amount of money to do something, you got to understand they're going to want things to kind of fall in their favor. Nobody's going to give you $10 million and be like, yeah, but keep offending me and mine. No, I want you to spin it to my favor. So it's like anything. You're going to play the way I tell you to play or you're off my team. So is it really selling out because you want to keep it real or you don't want the homies back in the hood to look down on you? My thought process is that's called being a new fool. Because, again, that's where you're going to be if you don't play the damn game. You're going to be sitting right there on the corner with that bottle with those same fools talking about, oh, we had it good, didn't we? No, get the hell out of here. So,
yeah, definitely. I'm definitely not playing that game at all. First of all, it's dangerous. It's nasty. I want to be able to sleep at night and know that I can walk outside and not worry about who's going to put a gun in my head because I don't got all this money to sell people out. I just can't do it. I don't care the dollar amount because I've been thrown a lot of money for different situations and I've never taken it.
Selling somebody out.
Right. I'm not saying I wouldn't sell nobody out.
I don't mean giving somebody up. Yeah, we just mean
right.
Would you change your would you change like your side of the fence? In other words, like in debate, you have to be able to argue on either side. That's what makes a great debater.
Right.
I can be a protester. Right.
Yeah.
So we're just saying, if all of a sudden you're doing a show, you're doing whatever, and you're heavy to one side, and then they go, listen, we're going to pay you a whole lot of money. I need you to ease up on that,
so
and maybe
on the other side of the fence. No.
Yeah, maybe show us a little favor, or maybe at least throw us a bone every now and then. What do you say? You gonna throw us a bone every now and then? And so you get people that come back and go, well, I said they were the devil, but they're kind of not all that bad, because they're greasing your palm. A lot of people feel like that about Joe Rogan.
No.
And again, like Crystal said it earlier. None of us is in that position, so we can speculate all day. But again, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't sit there and say, I wouldn't. Again, there's certain things you don't do. Like you're not going to say, I'm turning my back on my people altogether and be like, I can only date, Scandinavian 6-foot-tall women if you give me this amount of money. But I mean, if you're saying, hey, Republicans are all evil or Democrats are all evil, and then they give you $20 million, you might say, hey, listen, I've met a couple that have redeeming qualities. You know how people say, I got 3 black friends,
right.
That kind of thing. You kind of soften your stance without giving it up. You kind of soften it. I think that's kind of how it goes.
For the most part, whether it's TV or radio, if you are in the limelight and that is your bread and butter, and if you say the wrong thing, you might get some walking papers, Department of Labor pink slip. You got to go to your wife and show that. Then you might have to think about that.
Exactly.
You got the house. You're the one that's paying for everything.
Right.
You pay for the schools, the kids' college tuitions. Yeah, you might have to bend that just a little bit.
But it's kind of like, you look, if you go call me a sellout, you can be mad at me, throw rocks in my house. You're not gonna make it past the security fence because my security team ain't gonna let you because I sold out. But no, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are certain things. You're right. Certain parts of your integrity and all of that aren't for sale. But if it's just an opinion or if it's just a way that you phrase it, man, hell. So, for the right amount, I think most of us would stand butt naked on the roof on our head singing "I'm a Little Teapot." Shit.
Well,
I mean, for the right amount of money, I'll buy your opinion.
Well,
I think you still have to stand your ground, though. I think you still have to be able to put yourself in a position where you say, hey, look, this is what I believe. I believe that this is this and that is that. But on the other hand, there are some people over here that feel this way, and that's how you kind of like even it out.
There you go. Diplomacy.
Right. But I'm really strong about my shit over here because this is how I feel. But over here on the right now, okay, well, Tommy and Joey and them, what they do. Right.
Exactly.
Right. I get it.
Yeah. I like that Rolls Royce right where it's parked. What's up?
Well, guys, our guests are also in the building. We have the talented, the fabulous, or Nitwit in the building. Hey, Nitwit, how are you?
Hey, what's happening?
What's good, brother?
How you doing? All right.
Can't complain.
When you first log on to this bug, it's all deceiving. You are now in tune to the talk radio. And then you get on and it's like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? This nigga here. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the hood.
No, we got to keep it adult. ADULT.
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you for having me on the show, though.
Thanks for being here. Absolutely.
And then we also have
Dr. Shell.
Well, hold on. We got one more. We have Miss Monica Jacks also in the building, and we'll talk to Monica after we talk with Nitwit, because I know Nitwit's busy and he's got things he's got to do. Got to take care of himself. He's getting old.
Yeah, I just fell down. That's all.
Damn.
Don't say that while he probably over there feeling like 30 years old. You talking about he getting old? CD come.
Right. He said like he had a rocking chair in the quilt waiting on him and shit. Like, you know.
Yeah, I had a bad thought in my head just now. I'm like, oh no, that's not good.
Nah, I just fell down and hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So I know in the next day, my mom was telling me, it's like, man, you're gonna be sore for about 4 or 5 days. Like, damn.
Man, you gotta slow down chasing those young girls, man. They run fast. I was just helping my grandmother, man, and stepped on her walker. See, I tried. He said, now you need Grandma Walker. Hey, Granny, you got to give up the walker now. Just after 7:30. You ain't going nowhere, Grandma.
You know what I'm saying?
But glad that you're okay. Glad that you're okay.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, he discovered he's not 20. So Noah, how long have you been in music? Because you were doing some amazing things. Just a Grammy Award winner, and you're doing some amazing things.
Well, I didn't win the Grammy. I was just nominated. I got beat out.
Hey,
I got beat out by Perfect Pitch.
You won. You won by landslide.
I've never been nominated.
Nick was won by a landslide. And we'll storm the Capitol with anybody that says different.
You know what I'm saying? Storm the Capitol for real though. I've been in music though, pretty much all my life. You know what I mean? I started playing the drums at a young age of like 4. At the age of 4, you know what I'm saying? I was started playing in the church choir and stuff like that. And from then on, you know, it just kept moving from different instruments to the microphone.
Nice.
Right on.
That's cool.
What's your latest project, brother? What you got going
on? Excuse me. Latest project that I got right now, I have a new single that I'm be releasing soon on Sony Orchard, called Bubble with my boy J.O. Felony, and then you know I have my own record label too. So my artist Sugar Shaft, he got a song coming out called What, and my other artist Old Boy, he got a song coming out called Sugar Daddy, and my other artists, you know, everybody's gonna be dropping singles. I've got a movie that I'll be in, and video game stuff coming as well. So I got a lot of work that's coming in the future. Well, will coming soon.
Oh, okay. So not a whole lot at all. Nothing going on. I like it. No, man, that's fantastic. And business, I like it. Hey, I mean, that's a man that's not sitting down.
Yeah. Too much sitting down 2020, you know what I'm saying? So it started 2021. It's time to get back to work, man.
No doubt. No doubt.
Right. For real. So what was it like working on Empire? Because that was pretty huge. Did you enjoy like working with the actors and setting the tone with the music? How did you get into that?
It was interesting. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? It could be fun. Fun on the right hand, a headache on the left hand. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, you know, a mixture, a big old mixture pot of emotions. You know what I mean? I actually got put in there. I got the job of being a writer. I started from season 1 all the way through season 6 by a young lady by the name of Simone Sheffield, and she's my mentor. Still is my mentor, and I've been knowing her for a long time. Long story short, she was Lee Daniels' manager, and when he came up with the show, you know, she gave me a call and was like, you know, asked me what I was doing, and at the time, you know, I was just working a regular 9 to 5, and she was like, you know, do you want to come and write for the show, because we need somebody to write some raps for the guy in the show. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I was actually at work. I was at work, and she was like, "You got somewhere we can send the contracts to?" And so I went and talked to my boss, and I'm like, "Hey man, can I use your can I have some papers sent in on here?" He's like, "Sure." And signed the papers. I signed the papers, and I quit.
That's a way to resign. I like it.
So was it like the scene from Half Baked when he goes, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I quit"?
Nah, I just, you know what I'm saying? I just went, signed my papers. I thought, sunk the deuces to the people who I knew. My boss came outside and he was like, "Man, I always believed in you anyway." You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? He gave me a hug and made sure I had his telephone number, and that was it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that.
That is cool.
And next day I was on the plane to Chicago, because that's where they shot the show at, in Chicago.
I wouldn't have looked back either.
Nah, I still ain't looked back. You know, by the grace of God, I ain't never had to go back. So, you know.
Right.
Now that is cool.
That is so cool. That is.
Yeah, but dealing with celebrities, you know what I'm saying, ain't always what it's set out to be. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's cool. It's cool until you realize, you know what I'm saying, you get them in the atmosphere where they can be themselves, and sometimes some of them is cool, and sometimes some of them is straight up assholes. You know what I mean?
I can believe that. People are people, man. Sometimes they just have a different occupation. And so,
Right.
I think, unfortunately, people have like a hero worship of people that they see on TV or in the news and all that. They're a larger-than-life type of persona makes people do that. And it becomes very anticlimactic when you encounter someone and you're like, man, this dude's a dick. That's interesting. I actually was on the show. I was on the season 1 myself. I was supposed to do the hot tub scene, which I didn't get to do. I'm pissed about it because they ran short on cops. So I did one of the courtroom scenes, and I was there with Terrence Howard's stand-in. He was a young man. And so we got to spend a lot of time talking, and he kind of gave me the rundown on the behind the scenes and things like that. So, yeah, it's interesting that you made that comment. I mean, his experience, he was young, so he was like, it's cool. They've invited me out and kind of gotten to know me and things like that. But, again, some people are a little less approachable. Others are not. You know how it goes. And that was back in the beginning. Quite a few of the stars were new, so they were more personable. But
they were
as the season went on, I know you saw it. I know you saw it happen. That's interesting. Yep.
Especially just dealing with Bashir, with dealing with Hakeem and Justin. Them dudes, you know what I'm saying? Season 1, they was just like they was friendlier than Cookie Crisp, you know what I'm saying? But then like season 2, when season 2 came, you know what I mean? Like, you little big head bastard. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'll fuck you up if you talk to me like that again, punk.
See, there it is right there. See, now I can say it out.
Went to their head, huh? Went to their head.
You know what I mean? For real, man.
That's speaking of big heads, Netwet song Look Out. I'm about to play that song. And Netwet kind of set it up for us. What was the concept for Look Out? Because I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but the concept is so cool. I mean, everybody has big heads in the video.
It's all me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bobblehead, huh?
All the U's.
Yeah.
All the U's.
Yeah. So the whole concept was it's just like, you know what I'm saying, I was starting to get known for, producing, you know what I'm saying, and people was recognizing me for the music that I made. And it's like, I've been a rapper all my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, to this day, I really don't even, people be like, oh, you're a producer? I be like, fuck no, I ain't no producer, man. I'm a fucking rapper, homie. Because I've been a rapper all my life, you feel me? So, when I did this song with the whole album too, it was just like, man, I'm gonna make my head so big to where people gotta notice me. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole thing. That was the whole vibe of it. You know what I mean? And I played like 4 different characters in the video. And everybody got
big heads. All of them have big heads. Hilarious. All right, here's the song. Look Out. Dang it, I did it again. Sorry.
That's not it. That's not it.
There we go.
Hey, they wanna hear this funky drumming. Hear them motherfuckers coming. Bass kicking loud in your trucking. You can feel it down in your stomach. Hey, they wanna hear this funky drumming. Look out now. Hear this motherfucker coming in. Bass kicking loud in your trucking. You can feel it down in your stomach. Been wrecking the fools and checking the fools. Hey, since the time I came out of the movement. Hey, my mama say, boy, I can make that noise. Hey, but now she be screaming and jumping for joy. Hey, you gotta be willing to do it. Hey, they smoking that bomb and killing the music. Hey, the beat of the drum is gon' tickle your fancy. Hey, the sound of the rhythm be keeping you dancing. Hey, now it ain't no stopping me killing this shit. They ain't ready for it. I don't care, they better get with it. Hey, I'm headed to be number one in the game. Just watch me as I do my thing. Look out now. Hey, they wanna hear this funky drumming. Hear them motherfuckers coming. Bass kicking loud in your trucking. You can feel it down in your stomach. Hey, they wanna hear this funky drumming. Look out now. Hear this motherfucker coming in. Bass kicking loud in your trucking. You can feel it down in your stomach. Hey, I'm bringing this new shit dead in your face. Hey, it ain't no stopping my heat anyway. Hey, y'all been sleeping on nitty gritty too long. Hey, so now I'm about to right your wrongs. Hey, I'm banging these drums and keeping it funky. Get funky, let's get busy and though I be the only one. Hey, just packing this shit in the hit like a gun. Look out now, you must better run. Hey, the beat will be deeper than marching bands. Hey, they follow me like I'm already the man. Hey, nah, they selling my shit down deep in your city. That's what I'm talking about. You mountains loving with me. Hey, they wanna hear this funky drumming. Hear them up coming. Bass kicking loud in your trucking. You can feel it down in your stomach. Hey, they wanna hear this funky drumming. Look out now. Hear this motherfucker coming in. Bass kicking loud in your trucking. You can feel it down in your stomach.
Picture a big bobblehead. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Do it again. Do it again.
That was
I like
cool.
that.
I like that.
That was banging. That was right.
Good looking. Appreciate it.
No doubt.
Appreciate it.
Well, hey, what you got coming up next? I mean, obviously, I know you're doing it, but is your album coming first? You're going to work on your artist because I know you got a lot of music coming out at once. How do you determine like who comes up first? In any particular order, or just who's done, or what?
No, it's kind of like who's done first, and been sitting on it, and then it'd be like who shit is the hottest. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
everybody thinks theirs is the hottest.
yeah, and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, because I got a pretty unique ear. Everybody's shit do be hot. You know what I'm saying? But in this case here, it's like I was already done with mine. Mine was already done, and I was getting ready to release it anyway, so mine went first. It just happened to be like that. But usually, you know what I'm saying, usually I don't, if everybody done, I'm going to slam them all out at the same time. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Oftentimes you just kind of hear about one then the other because you don't want to like step on your brother or your sister's toes, if you will, and then you can kind of keep a flood of music coming from the same family. So I don't know enough about it to say I was just wondering.
Right, that'd be the thing. I'd be trying to flood it. So I hit them all upside the head at one time if I can. You know what I'm saying? If everybody's record is ready, just put them all at the same time. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If yours hit the chart higher than his, it don't matter. We all can. We all hit the charts. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
It don't matter.
No doubt.
That's how it should be.
Yeah,
so of all the songs that you've written or that you have out, is there any song that like just touches you more than some of your other songs?
Nah. No, not really. Not really, because I guess I really never just stay like really like attached to a song. Like you can really never stay attached to a song. You know what I'm saying? Because if you stay, you know what I'm saying, attached to a joint like that, then you always gonna try to sell it at a higher price or try to get rid of it, or, you know what I mean, or not want to get rid of it. You know, when it ain't about that, it's about making music. You know what I'm saying? So I was told one time, even, and this was on the Empire show. You know what I'm saying? I had already sold a record, and it was a song called Supernatural. This is season 2, and I did a song Supernatural, and I had just did that record. You know what I'm saying? And then they came back and was like, you know what I'm saying, we need another one, something like that. And I was like, man, I gave you that. And the response was, what have you done for me lately? So.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Short memories.
That's deep.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I kept that mentality. It's just like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying, I write one song, I release one song. You know what I'm saying? It's about trying to make something better. You know what I'm saying? Or different, more versatile. It's always about better in the next record, trying to make the next record, album, whatever, better than the last one. So I'm never physically or emotionally attached to no record. Even though Deep Out is probably one of my favorite ones.
In the same breath. I mean, come on. You know, there's always going to be one that's going to be more fun to do, or it took a life of its own on. But I guess to piggyback what she was asking, is there ever a time when you feel or felt, because of writing for the show, but period, so much pressure to keep turning out or producing a certain amount, even if you're not at that place? You know what I mean? In other words, like, we need 10 songs. You're like, well, I've only got 3. Or we need one just like the last one. And you're like, my mind is in a different, position right now, so let me take on my own originality and give that a life. I mean, do you ever have those conflicts?
Nah, nope, I didn't have that. I didn't have that either. And for one reason, because I wanted the paper. So whenever they came at me, it was like, hey, yeah, I didn't say no. Even though it was pressure, it was pressure like a mud. But I wasn't saying no. I was like, yep.
You got it. Can you do that? I need it 5 minutes ago. No problem. I like that, though. I like that. No matter what, the answer's like, you got it.
Yeah, because like if I didn't get it, if I didn't take it, if they threw it on my table and I didn't take it, guess what? They was going to call the next producer. And that nigga was going to say, yep. He was going to be the yep man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I hear you, bro. I hear you. That's all good. No, you're right, though. You're right. It's not about, personal feeling or whatever. Professionally, you just have to keep on saying, yep, I can do it, and then go back and figure it out later.
But you go back and figure it out, right? Yeah. Yep, that's what I was on. Always, man. Even though I would go, like, someday I would go home and be like, damn, why did I take them damn songs? But shit, I was like, forget it, you know what I'm saying? Because if I got that check, I was happy. I don't care if my eyes was bleeding. When I got the check, I was happy.
Right. But, I mean, clearly, man, you heard so much about the soundtracks and things like that. I mean, dude, you clearly kept everybody happy. You were killing it, because even when, I think I got away from watching it after season 1 or 2 because of work and never picked back up. But when you would look at advertisements and award shows and all that, man, your people, they were plastered across it with, your particular music and all that. That's got to be a great feeling to be like, yeah, that's my brainchild right there.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it was most definitely. It definitely was. And that's been definitely a highlight. You know what I'm saying? A highlight of my life. So thus far, I'm definitely looking to create another chapter. But the Empire actually led me to a whole lot of other shows, a lot of different opportunities. So, I thank God for that opportunity over at Empire, and just being able to, maneuver around like I was able to do.
Sure. Yeah. Now, where are you based out of, I might ask? They may have asked. I just may not have heard.
San Diego, California.
Okay. Oh, right on. So you cross the street from me. All right. That's cool, man. Man, that's excellent. Anything you can talk about, like show-wise, or are you doing the NDA thing and you can't talk about it? Anything you got coming up?
Like as far as like the films or the TV shows and shit like that, I really can't talk about that. But you know what I'm saying, just personally, like I said, you can look out for the song Bubble that I got coming, and then you know, those other records, Sugar Daddy is gonna be a huge record, because this record is like it takes you back to like old Mississippi juke joints. You know what I mean? Where everybody in there, ain't no air conditioner on, everybody in there drinking and hot and sweaty. You know what I'm saying? Like Sir Charles type records. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this one is going. You know what I'm saying? It's hitting a whole different genre of people. I done tested it already, and everybody's like, man, that's a hit. I know.
Nice.
So yeah, we gotta holler.
That's cool. That's what's up.
Speaking of hot, we have another song coming up called Cadillac Dipping. So this is another Network creation. Here we go. Cadillac.
Got me regretting leaving you all alone. There's something that I'm missing right now when it's you. Just gotta do a few more shows. I'll be there when I'm through. You know this and I love you for understanding the game. I'm loving the love making when you be calling my name, and I'm standing here looking out my window of my tour bus. I'm doing this for us. You're so good to me. I gotta think about you everywhere when the homies be clowning. But you know I really don't care. You like that Prada, no Gucci, that Louis Vuitton. Well, I'ma give it all to you. For the way that you do me, I'm thinking about you. Thinking about when I touch back, Bonnie and Clyde together again, dipping in Cadillacs. Yeah.
Go on a mission with nitty gritty, rolling from city to city. They was dancing like they diddy in my Cadillac dipping. Got your kitty cat dripping, out the window set tripping. No bitches that's counterfeiting, you a gangster, but all lady, always 100. Got them pretty toes and clothes, forever be stunning. You keep my mental motivated, no shit be decapitated whenever you around. Hands the body violated, with the diamonds in the back, sun rooftop. Dig, get on niggas sing with the gangster lean. Woo woo, let everybody see what you do, cause you the truth, boo. I see you when I'm digging it too. You make our own lane, baby. Fuck them niggas looking crazy. Let's give them something to look at, cause your body's so amazing. Make that ass drop at a Cadillac stop when they hit the block. Let's give them something to feed off of and make it hot. My Cadillac, baby, don't look back. You can let your hair down. I'm in my Cadillac with the diamond back. Can you see the stars now? I'm in my Cadillac, baby, don't look back. You can let your hair down. I'm in my Cadillac with the diamond back. Let them know you're mine now.
That one's got to be my favorite. That is a groove. I'm definitely putting that on my iPod, and I'm going to be stunting when I have my own Cadillac Escalade, because I'm going to definitely be rocking that song in my car, because I like that one. Yeah, that's my style. I like that.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. I know you're a rapper, bro, but yeah, when you got a flair for music, you got a flair for music. I was digging that one too. But I have more important questions. Who the hell still has an iPod?
I do. And I have the new iPod. Thank you very much.
They still make them?
They do. And they've improved vastly.
I'm going back to the portable 8-track.
The Walkman.
The iPods now are just like iPhones, pretty much. You can make phone calls with your iPod now.
I guess.
Oh, damn it. It's a phone. Everybody listens to music on their phone.
Right. Yeah. That's why I was like, I didn't even know it was still a market for that.
It is.
Well, I don't think it's so much as having a market. I just think it's about having options. Something happens to your phone. If the phone company decides to act stupid, you pull out the iPod, you make it happen. You got options.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to dig in hell. I got 2 or 3 of those somewhere in a drawer. It's like, I'll just use an older phone.
You drop that expensive phone in the damn toilet. You see how fast that iPod comes in handy.
Right. I just had to replace my screen 3 times in 4 weeks, so trust me. That's my life.
Wow.
Yeah, I just need to give it up. Right, give it up. But that's dope, bro. That's dope. Loving that. That was hot.
I appreciate it. I try to keep making good music. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my, because that song right there is my group called Habits. That's me and my boy Trey Zill, and we make the group Habits. Okay. And so, our whole motto is like bringing back timeless music. You know what I'm saying? Music that you can play years and years from now, like a Prince or a Michael Jackson. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? People don't have that. You don't have that kind of substance, that kind of stance in music no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like 1 year, 2 year, and that should be out of here. You know, so we trying to bring back that essence of that timeless music where you can dig these records up and play them again, and you kind of remember where you was at that time, type shit.
That's yeah. Which it's very giving out in small doses these days. So you're a rarity. There's a lot of them.
Hey, you got me over here jamming out to his Twitter page.
Oh my.
That's cool though.
Wow.
Well, yeah, man, definitely keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it. So everybody, you can check me out anything on all platforms. Midweek 619. You know what I'm saying? That's on every social media platform. My YouTube channel, the whole shot.
Speaking of which, I do have a question. This one I've been dying to ask you, and I keep forgetting to. But how did you come up with the name Nitwit? Because I know when you were born, they didn't say, "Hey, he's Nitwit. We're gonna name him Nitwit." So how did you come up with that name? And what was the what's the word, motivation for that name? Or I just got to know the backstory on that.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool that you guys. I don't get. Sometimes people they always be trying to ask me, but then they forget. You know what I'm saying? Just like you was about to forget. But Nitwit is actually an acronym. It means keeping niggas in touch with intense tones.
I never would have thought that. That's pretty
I don't think anybody would. Right. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's people always misspell my name all the time, but it's with it got a period after it, so it's supposed to be Knitwit period to let you know that it means something. Because when I first was doing it, I used to put all the dots in between it. I'm like, that shit was like some bullshit, so I stopped doing that, and I just put the period at the end. And people would always ask me, why is there a period after your name? And then that brought us now to let people know it's an acronym. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. Wow. That's pretty cool. But we have definitely enjoyed your music, and we have totally enjoyed having you on the show. You have an open invitation to call back whenever you want. So if you ever want to call in, you need a laugh, call us. We're here.
Oh, yeah.
We would love to have you back. And Monica, you and Monica have something in common because she's a writer also, as well as me. But she has a new project that she's working on. So welcome to CV and the Voice, Monica. How are you today?
Hello.
What's happening?
I am good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear us okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody wants in.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah. All the animals are trying to say hello too. They're like, "Oh, you started talking. Oh no." I am working on a project with Mr. Boyd, and we are doing. We're writing a movie right now.
My music saved me.
Yes. My music saved me. It's going to be really good.
Yeah, I read the synopsis. It is really good. I'm playing I guess I'm not playing the principal. I'm playing the superintendent or something. I haven't seen my script yet, so I have no clue really what my character is or really anything.
Yeah, he and I are going through it slowly, a few pages at a time, working it out.
So what's it like? Like, how did you? Okay. So how did you get involved with that?
I've actually been doing I've been taking movies from on TV and putting them into play type scripts since I was in middle school.
Oh wow!
I was in drama club and stuff like that, so I've kind of been doing it for a long time. But to take a story and turning it into a script is a little bit different, especially a script for a movie. Getting to work with Mr. Boyd it's interesting and new, and I was at Ohio Media School. That's how he found me through there. 'Cause I just graduated in August for their video and audio production.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so,
congrats.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
All the stuff that I learned is absolutely amazing there. It's just so much fun getting to have hands-on experience.
Now, do you have any aspirations to act also, or do you want to just stay behind the scenes and
no,
and write?
I'm a little old to be acting in front of the screen right now.
Oh, you're never too old. Look at Betty White. She's 99.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have 4 kids, though. That takes a lot of energy. And then to get in front of the screen, it would just be a lot more energy. So I'd want to give 100%.
Realize 99% of the people on this phone are over the age of 40 with multiple children and get in front of the camera, don't you?
No.
Oh, now you do.
Yeah.
Not only that, right? This is Mimi Acosta. Not only that, but that actually having kids brings out a certain type of actor in us that we don't know that we have until the cameras are on. So FYI, don't ever feel like, okay, because you have 4, 6, or 8 of them, because we could become some shit in 2 seconds having kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You got 4, 6. I mean, yeah, they bring out everything in you, best, worst, in between. Matter of fact, that's a good excuse to leave and go act in front of somebody's camera to get away from them.
Not only that, you lock yourself up in a room after you finish dealing with them, and you talk to yourself in the mirror like, what the fuck did I just say to my kids? So, yeah. But you never
I don't know. I guess a lot of
never have enough kids. Just no. You just gotta shoot for it. At some point, you gotta shoot for it. So it would be really interesting to see you in front of the camera and also behind the scenes. I would love that. I need to talk to Ron about that.
I would like to do behind the scenes, though.
Yeah.
Even when I was in drama club, I loved doing the backgrounds and makeup and doing the writing.
Yeah.
I
get it. A lot of people like that. I mean, without that, nothing rattles off. You make it all go around, so we're giving you crap. But trust me, BTS is everything behind the scenes and the camera and all that. Nothing can be done without you guys in any fashion.
For real.
But
yeah,
now
I've had my chance in front of the screen. I'm good with that.
So, as a writer, what have you found to be your biggest challenge as a writer?
My biggest challenge is my ADHD and sitting still long enough to have a conversation so I can actually get it written.
Fair enough.
I'm constantly switching or moving. I can sit and focus. It's kind of like watching TV. If I have the writing beside me in front of me, I can sit and focus on that for hours. But having a conversation about changing what's written and typing it out, it's completely different for me. Like right now, I am moving all around the house while I'm talking because I can't sit still. I just have to be moving.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a thing with like really creative people. So don't feel bad. I think most of us have some kind of a quirk like that in some fashion. I do that too, believe it or not. I walk around a lot of times when I'm talking, so I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. See, girl, we're normal. Don't worry about everybody else. We're good.
Oh, I gave up normal a long time ago. that went out the window with my my combat boots and my cheerleading skirts and tank tops and gawky.
Damn, together?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. That was a hell of a pep rally.
That was high school for me.
Man,
I knew I
cool,
wasn't going to be normal all the way back then.
But at least you embraced it, which got you way ahead of a lot of people. Some people refuse to accept that being different is great. I mean, not walking the same line, not being quote unquote in the norm, the brackets and all that. Believe it or not, look at everybody that you look up to or that you consider amazing in any fashion. Everybody, left field, everybody. You can't name one person who wasn't quirky. We love Michael. We love Prince. You just keep going. Every one of them is probably barking mad in some other fashion other than what we see. So that's your blessing.
Yeah.
Is being
Not
unique.
everybody knows their home life, which is good.
Indeed. Well, cool.
That's cool. So what have you found to be the most rewarding in what you do?
The most rewarding is having the finished product in front of me. After I have gotten the time and we've actually sat down and we've figured it all out and it sounds and looks amazing on paper and it's going to go absolutely perfect. I know that when it actually gets set up, it's not going to be perfect and there's going to be flaws. But right at that moment, it's perfect on paper.
Nice.
I have a question. Do you by any chance have other people that you come in contact with after you finish writing, let's just say a film project? You wrote everything out. Do you send it out to other writers so they can take a look at it to see how they feel about it, if they're feeling what you're feeling, or you're more or less satisfied with your work and, okay, this is it, let's go?
My contract only lets me send it to Mr. BOYZ.
Okay, got it.
To Ron. Now, he can send it off to whoever and have it looked at and whatnot, but I am in a confidentiality agreement.
Got it. I mean, I'm just talking about, like, your own colleagues. Like, okay, if you're writing something, like, if I'm writing something and it's, like, special to me, I might send it to, like, maybe 2 or 3, like, really close friends. Like, hey, take a look at this and tell me what you think. And that's if you're writing your own project. Have you written your own projects, or you always write for someone else? Maybe that's the question I should have asked before I even asked that question.
For my book, I do send it out to friends and have them look at it.
Okay. Got it. Oh, give me a lollipop. Oh yeah, let's work that out. Yeah.
Nice football. You know how you do.
Gary, you Auntie Mimi. Auntie Mimi will give you some lollipops, some ice cream, some cake.
Oh yeah, see, that's little ones right there. I don't have those anymore. Far from that.
Yeah, mine are grown. Mine just turned 23 January 6th.
Yeah, and if the kids crying in my house, it's me. Paying bills.
Ain't it?
Or somebody won't. Yeah, or I get to hear, Daddy, let me tell you something. I got to ask you a question. Guess what? 1,000 times.
Right.
So
Why?
Is there anybody that you want to work with as far as, I know you're writing and things like that, but say you're thinking about like with scripts and things like that, do you have like, a hero or a writing idol or anything, someone that you would love to work with or maybe work under, if, as it were?
The ones that I look up to are all dead.
Makes it tough. Makes it hard.
That would make it really tough to work under.
That would be hard.
Yeah,
but who were they?
A lot of the people that I've looked up to for what I'm working on and in my own world are dead actors and dead poets and writers. So.
Okay. Again, who are
someday
some of
I
these
will get to
individuals?
meet them, though.
And that's cool. I don't want to see that movie anytime soon, but we can talk about it. I'm not coming to that premiere, boo-boo. I'm not. But that's cool. We've all. I know you had your inspirations and things like that. So.
Yeah, because for me,
actors are actresses, though.
You said who's that?
I don't know that I would get starstruck by any of them. I'm trying to figure out like who would make me like not be able to talk in front of.
I
used to think the Terminator, but
right.
Arnold.
Interesting question. Arnold? Really? Hell, he can't talk. How could you not talk in front of him? You'd have to help him. It's called California, sir. California.
Well, I'm thinking like way back in his like first Terminator days, like.
I'll be back.
And he was still pretty beefy.
Oh yeah. He was Mr. Olympia or Olympic or Mr.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I read stories about that. That's interesting. Why?
To dance with Patrick Swayze? Oh.
Well, first of all, who Arnold? Or are we talking about someone else?
Patrick
Swayze.
Oh, Swayze was my guy. I didn't hear that part. Now that was my dude. I'm a huge Swayze fan. I don't give a shit who knows it. Yeah, I'll wear the button and bump my hair up in a bun. I'm a Swayze fan. I'll tell anybody. So that's okay. I think it's interesting. I don't think starstruck. I think at our age, at least for me, I'm speaking for me. I don't really think that there's anybody that would just make me like not able to speak. There are certain people I'd love to have a conversation with, but as far as quote unquote starstruck, I think I'm far too old for that. I'm a firm believer in you put your pants on one leg at a time, just like I do. So let's talk about it. And if you're a man, we have to go pee as soon as we get up in the morning. If you're a woman, you don't look the same till you come out of the bathroom. So no one's above reproach. You know what I mean?
What?
Go put your pants.
Wears makeup every day.
Hold up. Rewind that.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Once you take the muumuu off and the hair bonnet and go in there and put your face on, hey, girl, how you doing? You know, we got to get up, wipe the crust out, go use the bathroom.
I have my guy right here. I will put him on so he can tell you what I look like in the morning when I go in the bathroom or not. It's always the same. She is consistent. Stop playing.
Well, you know what? For those that actually still give a shit, we'll talk about them. He ain't going nowhere. He consented. He gave in. He can't go anywhere, Mimi. Of course not. Like I said, you know, he loves you. You was beautiful, boo, like that. And then she got the stick over his head like, you better say I'm beautiful, goddamn it, I'll kill you. We can't, everybody can't be beautiful 24/7, Mimi. Damn.
Look, I have a bossy boss just like me right next to me. So hey, just FYI, man.
I know that's right.
You're making her sound psycho. I was expecting to hear the ching 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 ching.
No, it's after hours. She put the tools away.
Oh no, not at all.
But no, that's interesting. I don't even think I haven't thought about that a whole lot. But you know, I think we all have people that I wouldn't mind working with that individual or that person looks like I could learn a lot from them. But I think after a while you kind of, especially if you kind of had an opportunity to be in the industry in any fashion, and much like Nitwit and we were all talking about earlier, some people kind of let you down because you go, oh man, and it's a shame. We have expectations because when people say I'm not a role model, yeah, you are. When you become a celebrity or a public figure, your life is no longer yours. I mean, it's just not. It's an open book, and so some people can't handle that. They just refuse, and then you know they go off the rails. But I think we do. We hold our celebrities and other people to different standards. And therefore, the letdown is exponentially bigger. And is it fair? No, but it is the price you pay. So I do think about that, and I think that's why I'm kind of like, there are certain people that I'm crazy about their work, but would I want to actually get to know them? I'd probably be let down. And then some people you go, you know what? I've heard nothing but, like, let's take like Tom Hanks and Bill Murray. I've heard those guys are exactly who they seem like fun or super cool or just everyday people. Then I've heard, you know, certain other people are completely the opposite. So, you know, I see how that goes. But I like to think that people usually want to be, you know, representative of who they are, but not always. So that's interesting. But yeah, you know, Schwarzenegger, come on guys, you're killing me. Swayze, I do wish he was around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Did love that man's work. He was a workaholic.
Travolta. He was.
Travolta, I heard. I mean, I've heard different things about him too. So, what does anybody know anything about him? I don't. I'm a fan of his work too, from the beginning to now. He's great. But how is he as a person? I wonder.
Perfectionist. I heard he's a perfectionist, but to say that he's a nice guy. And he's had a lot of tragedy.
Kind of like to dance with him.
Yeah,
I would totally do the 70s dancing.
He's had a lot of tragedy in his life. He lost his wife, you know, and they lost their son. So he's gone through a lot, you know. But he's still standing.
Right.
He still has his daughter, you know, and they do stuff on TikTok. So he seems like he'd be a cool guy.
Okay. Yeah, didn't know a whole lot. I think after a certain amount of time, you have to be like, you know what? I've got a little bit of time left. Let me ride it out and just. I mean, how many times do you wonder, like, people like Travolta or Leonardo, or not Leonardo DiCaprio, but like guys that are, you know, that have been around for a long, long time and done it at that high level? How many times they just walk in the mirror and go, "Damn it, I'm me. I'm just going to enjoy being me." Like he's just done it so well at such a high level. Hell, I do that sometimes when I get a haircut and I don't have nearly that resume, so I know they've got to be like, I'm the shit. It's amazing. This guy's amazing. So it's got to be interesting to wake up and go, you realize, like, I'm John Travolta, right?
But you know, it's important to have confidence, especially in that line of work, because when you go to auditions, you have to have that confidence that you're going to get the part. Nobody goes to an audition like, well, I'm going to go do this audition, but I'm not going to get it. Everyone goes with the aspirations of landing the role.
Well,
some do and some don't.
They should. I agree with what you're saying, but unfortunately, no, everyone doesn't. And unfortunately, directors and casting directors and producers can damn near spot it when you get out of the car before you walk through the parking lot and get into the building. There's already a predetermined idea, but it's your job to change their mind. But you're right. You have to wear your confidence like a suit. And again, you never know what someone's looking for. But you're 100% right about the confidence. But I think the key is you have to be willing to lay it all out, make a fool of yourself, do whatever you have to do to separate yourself. You have to just let it all hang out. Once you hold back and they see that, can't really do anything with it. Now, I don't think Travolta's auditioned in many a moon, but that's just between you, me, and the walls. But
right,
for us average Joes that still have to walk in and go,
I was just saying in general.
No, you're right.
I don't know.
Very
Betty White didn't go to any acting school or anything, and she only played parts that she felt were her.
Right.
From the interviews that I've seen.
And if
I were going to make it, I was going to make it that way.
You have a
this is
few
who I am.
people.
This is what I'll play.
Yeah. You have a few people that have gotten away with that, but that they're the exception, not the rule. You're right. And again, she's god awful adorable, but she also knows how to embody her. So whenever she's playing something, she's embodying herself. She's not really acting, if you will, you know what I mean? That's why she's so good. Mekhi Phifer was another one. Never really had an acting class, just did his thing. Cruz didn't take classes until he started, getting parts, and then he had, he had acting coaches after that subsequently. But, yeah, there are quite a few people that walk in and they didn't. They just had that, the it factor, got lucky, if you will, and then later on came the coaches and things like that. But, yeah, those guys, again, and girls are the exceptions, not the rules. But, yeah, it happens just like that. It really does. The whole discovered out at the mall and all that, 1 in a million. It happens, but not all the time. So, yeah, this is interesting. But being true to yourself and what you do is probably the most important thing, and I mean, being open to stretching yourself as a character. So, where do you get your inspiration for your writings and stuff from anyway? I know it's got to be interesting trying to keep fresh topics and fresh ideas coming. So where do you get your motivation?
For my stories, for the books that I'm working on, it's all life experiences. I have lived a lot of different lives.
Okay.
I have a lot of life experience. I have worked all kinds of different jobs. I have lived in all kinds of different areas, mostly Ohio, but I have lived in the southern part of Ohio, like Zanesville, where it was what I've been told is like West Virginia, where you're down in the middle of a hill and you, in order to survive, you fish at night and then you pick berries and you forage through the woods for mushrooms and stuff like that that's edible. That was I've lived that way before because we were just that poor growing up that was how we lived. And then I've also been in the richer suburbs of Ohio. I have friends that are models and actors, and one works at the Ballet Met here in Columbus. That I grew up with them. We played outside, and who would have thought that they'd become as famous as they are? But
interesting.
So I have life experience that's all over the board that I can pull in for different things. My best friend is battling cancer. I'm actually writing a kid's book to help her kids understand what's going on and why she has to take so many medicines and the side effects that happen and all of that. Trying to put it in a kid's perspective so they can understand. So I have a lot of different projects that I'm working on, but most of the stuff that I get is from life experience.
Right, staying busy.
Wow.
All right.
That's amazing. I bet that children's book is going to be, it's going to be so valuable to so many people because more and more people are being diagnosed and, they will be leaving behind children, small children, and they do need to understand, what's going on and, why this is this and that is that. And they just, that's a wonderful thing that you're doing. I can't wait to read that. That is amazing.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Yeah, no kidding. So, yeah, pretty busy. Yeah, I've got a very good friend that's from Columbus, and so I know a little bit about, spent a little time at Ohio in college and things like that. So, yeah, it's interesting, Ohio. Being from the Midwest, trust me, I get a lot of it. I understand a lot of it. Mm-hmm. But, all right. Is that, so you don't have any plans to, move anywhere? Like if everything else takes off, would you have to relocate, or are you going to say, hey, I'm going to wait till my kids are grown, or I'm just going to be based here no matter what?
I have thought about those little tiny vans, like a tiny home in a van. Having like a main base, my home here, and then having a tiny van where I can just, if I need to go somewhere, pack up and we're off.
Okay, got you.
That'd be interesting.
That way I can get my 21 acres and still be able to do and go wherever I need to go. The idea of camping all the time, that would be a dream, just to travel and camp everywhere. While they're still little, I still have to have like a base. Okay, this is home, but as soon as they're old enough, I'm gone.
I'm just curious to know, why 21 acres? That is such an arbitrary number. Not 20, not 30, not 25, 21. I need 20 acres and one more. What's up with that?
It's a lucky number.
Okay, that's all I need to know. 7 times 3 or whatever you want to call it. Fair enough. All right. 21 acres. No mule? No. Cadillac? Just asking.
Oh, there's 21 acres. I want a barn. I want a big farmhouse with like 8 rooms and yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everybody has dreams and aspirations for what they want.
That is
I want a place where that's off the grid. Nobody else, like, you drive by it and you're like, oh, that's just woods or something. I don't want anybody to think of anything around my property.
Okay. And just pick up and go when it gets cold or whatever, huh?
Mhm.
That's the way to do it. But see, got to get the kids out the house. They're going to take up all the room in the tiny house.
My oldest is 11. I go 11, 6, and then my twins are 4.
You have twins?
So anyway.
Yeah, I have
twins, a boy and a girl.
Mine are a boy and a girl.
Really? Oh, wow. Yeah, mine are a boy and a girl. They turn 23, January 6th.
Nice.
It was interesting. They had their own language, and they're so close to each other. They have this bond that they can look at each other and know what the heck is going on, and I'm just like, what's going on? And they have that bond. It's fascinating to watch them when they're together.
Now, does yours have one distract you while the other one got in trouble?
Oh yeah.
I swear, mine now, they're at that stage where they'll be like, hey, Mom, look at me. And next thing I know, the other one has toothpaste drawing pictures on the wall or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine was the one that got in trouble all the time was Aramis. Oh my God. Ariana would be the sensible one, and Aramis would be the one on his head. It's like, what is he doing? I remember I walked into their room one morning, and Ariana was like, Ma, Mama, Mama. And I go in there. Tell me why Aramis is hanging out in his bed. And I'm just like, why?
Because that's
and when
what
they
we do.
started to eat, oh my God, they had more food in their hair, on their clothes, than they got in their mouth. It was hilarious. And they would like wipe their hands on each other. I'm like, what are you doing?
The problem with
and
that is
sleep, when one is asleep, the other one is like grabbing all your attention. And then when the other one wakes up, then the other one falls asleep. It's like, stay asleep.
Mhm.
Oh, and they go in opposite directions, and you're trying to watch one and watch the other, and it's like, oh my goodness. Like Ariana, she didn't crawl. She crawled to the couch, pulled herself up, and she started walking. She didn't like crawling. But Aramis, that's my little roadster on the knees. He was just crawling all over the place. And then eventually he started walking, but he was a crawler. And she crawled to the couch and was like, no, I'm not doing that. And she hoisted herself up and she started walking. And I'm just looking at her in awe, like, wow.
Yeah.
And,
now, is he a better reader than she is?
No, Ariana is the one who was more academic, and then Aramis was more like me in school. He was a social butterfly, and she was a bookworm.
Okay. I
he had better taste in music, right?
Of course. Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to be worried about the boy.
He's artistic. He's artistic.
Right. That's what you got to say when, 4 plus 4,
yeah.
Yellow.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to make you think something different. Yeah.
I know. I was just testing you. Yeah, we do that. We do that. I'll admit it. That's fun. The challenges, I'll tell you. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I love my babies, but I am glad they're grown. I don't have to worry about babysitters anymore. Oh, my gosh. I'm so happy. But I can tell you, when their feet grew and they were off the kiddie wall, oh, my God. I sat in the middle of the store and cried. Because when they're on the kiddie wall, kids' shoes are, affordable. When they get off the kiddie wall, they have our prices. And I'm just like,
yeah, my oldest just put that size this year.
And I cried. Aramis is a size 13. I cried.
Yeah, well.
He wanted with some Jordans, and his Jordans were $250. I was like, I didn't even buy $250 shoes for myself.
Oh, hell no! You need a look. I had a Foot Locker Connect for my daughter from like the age of 8 to like the age of 18. And I don't know what it was about my little girl, but this guy was just like, you know what? Anytime she comes to my store, she's gonna get my 50% discount. And he kept his word that as long as he was managing that Foot Locker, that I can, as soon as the sneakers came out, he would call me or send me a text message, hey, the new stuff is out, come get it. What? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't believe in paying those kind of prices when my kids' feet were still growing. I wasn't going to do that anyway, but like my grandmother always said, shit, Michael Jordan's already rich. What you want to pay for that? Good point.
Yeah, but you know when the kids are playing basketball, you just can't have them show up in some kind of freaking 5 stars and all that bullshit.
I agree. Quality shoes.
That is true.
That had Jordan had nothing to do with that, and we know that. Hell, most of the people that bought them either didn't or couldn't play basketball. So it just is what it is. But yeah, I'm not doing that. I appreciate the fact that my kids, my son, knew better. Hell no. Dress shoes, nice pair is one thing. Tennis shoes, nah, bro. $200, I don't think so. I started working at 15. You can too, partner.
Right.
So, but I think that was good. Yeah.
And
That's
what
ridiculous.
really grabbed me is that male clothing is more expensive than our female clothing. And I was just like, why?
But you know why? Because we keep ours longer. See, women tend to go transitional with their wardrobe. You guys buy often. You buy more things. You have so many more pieces in apparel. I mean, there are several reasons for that. For the most part, we take up a little more material, but also, you want to get a man to commit. Get him a shirt he really likes. We'll commit to that son of a bitch for years. A woman can wear it twice, like that's old. So they know. And you guys are going to be back in that store multiple times throughout the year. When we get a piece of clothing, we make a lifetime commitment to it. I've seen uncles and things like that with shirts and stuff that are older than I am. I'm talking holes. You know how you see through it because the T-shirt material is gone? Yeah, it's my favorite shirt. I mean, it's just we really commit to our clothing, and that's why. It's not just a fashion; it's a lifestyle now. I'm hanging on to this. So I think that plays a big part. Whereas you ladies might turn your whole closet out twice a year if you get pissed off, and then swear you don't have anything to wear. But poor man is sitting buried under 29 pieces of clothing. You done lost your child, and you're pissed off. I understand. So I think that plays a part. You buy more often, and you upgrade and all that. That's bad. So they know where to go. Designers do. They know we're pitiful when it comes to that mostly.
I do know a man that has a 40-year-old pair of bell bottoms.
What?
I mean, that's fun. That's fun
yeah,
if you're going to use
them
for like Halloween.
He has.
Oh shit!
Oh,
hell,
he wears them on a regular. This is his outfit since the 70s. He's had them since then.
Okay, here's my question. How much time did he spend locked up?
None.
So he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Cowboy hat, bell bottoms, and a button-up T-shirt. He's worn it for years. That's his outfit.
You're killing me.
What?
Look. I know some people that still rock a Jerry curl, but I mean, damn.
They still do that?
There's always look. You can go to any town and find at least one old cat who's probably got a garage somewhere or an old shoe shine stand. I mean, like the man the time forgot, and I guarantee you he's got a curl shag and a mesh trucker hat, and he keeps a toothpick in his mouth, and he looks at you out of one eye and squints and shit, and so then you can't turn away. I promise.
You're describing Popeye the Sailor.
Maybe with a curl. Maybe. I'm trying to tell you. Every city has one. Every one, and the one in KC was a dude that had a garage. His name was Walt, and he had a garage. And at least up until a few years ago, before I moved, you go down there, and my man had his curl redone freshly every 3 weeks. So it wasn't even like the frizzy, easy E curl. It was like, my shit just came from up under the dryer. I got a bottle of activator in my back pocket and a rag in the other one for your engine. I mean, I'm telling you. And this was in the 2000s. Amazing. Amazing. You kind of have to respect that when someone is like, look, I don't care what everybody does. This is my thing. So
that's right.
his bell bottoms and cowboy hat, more power to him.
That's right.
I probably wouldn't keep a straight face talking to him, but I'd ask to borrow it. Look, man, I need that outfit for Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. Not every day.
That's
man,
the thing,
if a guy approached me in bell bottoms, like that is the one fashion that I hope never comes back into style, and I know it will, but I hope it does.
It already did, yeah. It has twice since we've been alive, so it will again.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I cannot do the bell
I love bell bottoms. They're
bell
uncomfortable. It's tight on the top, so it shows off enough booty. But it's big at the bottom. And I can wear my heels with it and feel like I'm wearing a dress still.
Mimi, if you come to Kansas City, we're going to take you to Funky Town. Since you love bell bottoms so much. We're going to take you to Funky Town. That's where we're going to have some cocktails.
That was Monica who said
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That wasn't me.
That was Monica.
Say that. I'm not doing
that.
That
was
Monica.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all sound the same. Well, Monica, we're going to take you to Funky Town. So you can enjoy the bell bottoms. You get the plaid shirts and the afros with it, too. Because that's what they wear at Funky Town. It's all 70s attire.
That is such a bad memory in my head. I always think about my mom. My mom used to wear these bell-bottom pants, and it used to be so tight.
It's all 70 years old. It ain't 70 attire. It's 70 years old. Well, no. Ladies, y'all can get away with it though. Just like Monica said, look, you can have it tight on the hips and waist and flare out and still be sexy with it. Tie at the top. I'm down for all that. It reminds me of Thelma on Good Time. But if I see a dude with that skinny shit on like Jimmy Walker, we got a problem. We got a whole problem.
It's really not for the guys.
Yeah, it's a double standard. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was some cool cats in the 70s, 60s with that. But yeah, that's back when looking like a pipe cleaner was cool. Now it's kind of like not so much. You had to have a turtleneck and shit.
Rod, you telling me you don't wear skinny jeans?
I do not, sir. I do not. No, sir. Unfortunately, yes, sir, I do see Timmy. That's what Timmy don't. Okay, you got me. Actually, I wear mine with the ass was cheap like French. You got me.
Where do I find those pictures?
I bought them all back. I own the rights to them. I'm retired. I just shake my cheeks every time I make pancakes. What the hell are you talking about? Come on, man. Come on. Nah, yeah. I can't do it. I remember when like the flared legs, which was kind of similar in the 90s, came back out. It was the same thing, but those big like flared leg suits and pants, like no, just no. And even with that, with the extra skinny shirts we all wore in 95, 96, come on, it was a very forgettable time. Come on, I mean,
it's almost like the whole bell bottom era was trying to creep back in by them doing it in different styles, and then it just kind of like faded out.
Everything I think has a resurgence. Yeah, because think about it. That was back when Snoop had, and some other people had, everybody wearing afro. My roommate had an afro. He was tall and skinny, and he looked like a 6'3" dandelion because he had a big ass bubonic afro up there. So it was like yeah, everything comes back around, but maybe slightly tilted. Like look at biker shorts. Why y'all laughing? Why? Let's look at biker shorts. Now, when that was out in the 80s, it was like, oh, here we go. And, but then when biker shorts came back out, unfortunately, some of the same people that wore them in the 80s were trying to wear them last year, and I hate to tell a bunch of these mamas out there, sit your ignorant ass down and cover that up. And no, the assembly pack did not help. It pisses me off. Like, quit doing that. Let the kids do that.
Hey.
I'm mad.
Hey, we had a lady come to the job last week that was wearing some of them, and then she had the nerve to get caught stealing, and they paraded her across the front of the store with the police. And somebody somebody asked me what she did. I said, I don't know what she did, but I hope they write her a ticket for that outfit she wearing.
Yeah, it's like some stuff.
Yeah, the Daisy Duke slash biker points going on. Yeah, so Daisy Duke slash biker, whatever you call them, the bikini shorts or whatever. I don't know what. It wasn't right. If you got all this hanging out, it's not right. Some people just need a mirror.
No, because people lie to themselves all the time.
Let me tell you something. Some people look in the mirror and they see Halle Berry, even though they're really pulung.
Yeah, true that.
And some people have worked really hard to get to Oompa Loompa from 600 pounds life.
But you know what? It doesn't matter how big or how small, because everybody isn't made for everything. And I've seen a lot of, upper Canadian people that shouldn't have worn certain things, but flatter your figure. And that by figure, I don't mean what numbers are. Wear something that's flattering to your figure. If you're tall, if you're short, if you're whatever, if you're top heavy, bottom heavy. But that doesn't mean every thing is universal. And I just think people don't think because maybe they see their favorite person wearing it that they can pull it off.
Right. One size does not fit all.
Right.
It does not.
One style doesn't fit all. One fashion doesn't fit all.
I would rather you tell me a lie. Let's roll with the lie. Put on a decent outfit that looks good and let it be a lie. Because there's plenty of them that do it.
Who came up with the concept of one size fits all? Because that is a lie.
Well, look, think about tube tops on chicks with big boobs. Like, come on.
All right,
come on.
Tube
It's
top
like
does not work for me. The only thing it covers is part of the boobs.
Right, but the thing is, unfortunately, you know that, and it's like it's not. You can accentuate your top other ways, but that's just asking for a fashion disaster to happen the minute you turn or move or whatever. It's just, but some people don't get that because less endowed ladies get to pull that off. Because
and what I want to know is where do we submit the request and comment card for them to put a size limit on spandex?
but it's comfortable. You know what it is? It boils down to comfort. It boils down to comfort.
I'm just saying.
Is that still a
I'm
thing?
just saying. Not everybody can wear spandex.
I think it's become a thing like yoga pants. It's now yoga pants. It's not so much the spandex anymore. They're called the yoga pants, even though 95% of people that wear them ain't never seen a damn yoga mat or a yogi.
That's just an excuse to wear, pum pum shot or whatever, or tight. People are just
I'll be the first to tell you. That's fine.
Well,
somebody's
the number of people I've seen wearing them, it's got to be a shortage in that material somewhere.
Right. Because some of them you can see their whole ass, and I'm just like, that's not right.
If you stretch the material so far that you can see right through it, something wrong.
That means you don't know your actual size properly. But I think that's a lie, because I really feel like the lie and the illusion is, we'll keep calling it this particular number, even though we're adding material. If you look at, let's say, like men, we have medium, large, XL, blah, blah, blah. We don't really have a number like women have. Women have size 8 and 10 and all that stuff. So if you look at a size, let's say the perfect 10 from 20 years ago, and bring that outfit, I'll guarantee you that they're not the same as they are now. I'll promise you. It's the illusion. So it's like, so if you, that's why oftentimes you go, hey lady, what size are you? And, I'm a 12 or I'm an 8. And it's like, maybe, but in this outfit, yeah, but in that outfit it varies. If you vary by more than 2 sizes, somebody's lying.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
That's also why when you buy from Europe.
Yeah, sure.
When you buy from Europe, it's different because they go by actual inches.
Yep, I was thinking that. You read my mind. You read my mind. Yep. But I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't care. Tell me whatever.
Well, because in the Chinese stores, everything runs small. So if you're a true 18 in the Chinese store, you're going to be like a 20, even a 22, because they run really, really small. So,
they
you know,
everything don't even sell anything
always
over a certain size. Like, like shoes and things like that, you're hard pressed to get a certain size. You know, anything over maybe a 10, you're going to struggle because culturally they don't have a lot of that. That's a specialty item, a certain height or length. Like, you're not going to get, you know, a 44 inseam in too many stores that come from Asia. You're just not.
Yeah, like
because,
us grown women have no business going into Rainbow and Forever 21.
Right?
Say it again, girl. Say it again.
That's a lie.
You know what? My 19-year-old daughter barely goes in there, and I mean, she, you know, it's not. You're right. They're made for a specific demographic.
Right.
You know, and not saying that some people don't get to ride the fence, but
it's Oprah's fault. Oprah
and
made
then
it
we get mad at
it's
her,
all Oprah's fault. It's all Oprah's fault. Ever since Oprah came around, ever since Oprah came around, it went from 36, 24, 36 to 72, 48, 72.
What?
Can we blame Maury and Steve or
Jerry Springer?
Jerry Springer for the women that are wearing lingerie out in public?
Oh, no, we can blame Madonna for that. Hell, Madonna started that. But
we need to blame the people that look in the mirror and think that they're one thing when they're next. That's really what it is.
Well, so do we blame them or do we blame the people that are supposed to be their real friends and family who won't tell them the truth? See, that's who I really blame. I blame the man next to the man. Because some people are really, you know how they say you go nose blind to your own home smells or your own laundry? Some people are just flat out blind to the fact when they look in the mirror. Therefore, you need a real friend to say, no, we cannot leave the house right now.
Right.
Right. I mean, come on. What happened to the days when your friends would just drive you until you were so embarrassed you went and changed or didn't go? I miss those people. I feel like I can't do it for everybody. And I grew up in a house full of women, so, you know, I'm like at least 1.5% gay half the time, so I'm very good with fashion and colors because I had to be the judge and jury on stuff. So, you know, I'm gonna let you know. You know, that's not normally for us. We're just like, all right, you gonna go out like that? All right, partner. But a real friend will tell you that shit ain't happening, dude. No, you can't even ride with me. See, that means I really care about you. But see, you know, when you snarky and catty, you go, ooh, girl, you look good. Ooh, that looks good. You lying, raggedy ass friend. You gonna let her go out there and be embarrassed. You ain't shit. That means you trying to get all the men tonight.
She ain't even gonna be embarrassed because she ain't gonna know the difference.
Because somebody who really doesn't like him is gonna tell her. Right. And you know you're talking behind her back. Ooh, did you see her? And then what do y'all do when they come up? Hey, girl, you old fake ass. How you doing? Oh, you look so cute. And then so she walks away. Ooh, did you see her shoe? Girl, Labor Day is over. This bitch got on black stockings and white shoes. See? Horrible.
And then, hey, but as guys, we don't help the matter because there's always that one dude that got to take one for the team.
Well, I mean, yeah. Hey, come on, dog. That is true. Hey, man, come on, dog.
Ain't you my wingman? Ain't you my wingman?
Don't act like us girls don't take one for the team. I have been with girlfriends and been like, I'll take the ugly ones so y'all can talk to the hot ones. Come on now.
Ew.
Okay. Hell no. I think the thing is,
I didn't do anything. I just talked to him. Free drinks, why not?
Exactly. That's the thing.
Bad.
See,
that's still bad. Even if free drinks are bad.
We guys, why is that bad? Oh, you now you're being. Oh, see there. Come on, man. You gonna be that conditional? You can't even converse with an ugly guy.
Let me tell you why. As soon as you get the free drink, then they want to stick around. Then they feel like they're your boyfriend for the night, and they jack up your whole plan.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is
true.
No, listen. He's not following you. He's following his investment. He just wants to make sure his $9.25
Right,
gets consumed by the person intended. When in drink the shit fast and keep it moving.
Not the way it works for me. For me, it's totally different. I have a stalker for the whole night. So it's like, no, thank you. You know, my guy is about to show up, or no, I got my drinks for the night. Thank you. Nah, I'm done.
Nah, that's true. That's true. See, for guys, you already know what it's about. We're gonna go as far as we're allowed to. Women have what's called the "we gotta go" girl. That means it's always the girl that comes around trying to grab you and go, come on, y'all, everybody come on. You know, nobody gets left behind. So she's talking to whoever, and she just gets snatched. See, only women can walk up, grab another woman by the hand, yank the shit out of her, damn near pull her arm out of socket, and take her from someone. And she just goes, and it's not her mom. You can't do that to your boys. Your boys will be like, man, if y'all go sit your ass in the corner and have another drink while I'm talking. We don't have that. Your wingman will wait in the cold, or at least in the threshold, for a whole hour while you try to seal the deal. Your girlfriends, they get mad, especially the ones who's not getting any attention. Then she's ready to go. Now it's time. I'm ready to leave. I'm bored. I'm not having fun. No, you're lonely. That's cool. And so then she goes, I gotta go. She's ready. And he drove. He drove on purpose with her lonely ass. See, now I'm mad.
That's a lot of things.
Just how it goes, man. Just how it goes.
Why is it always the short guys that ask you to dance? Like, I don't know. It seems
I think
like
it's almost a challenge. I think maybe it's a challenge. Or it's like they don't have anything to lose. It's kind of like the unattractive one in the group, be that man, woman, or whatever. And it's not. I'm not being mean. It's just like, I guess when you figure I don't have anything to lose, so why not? But you'd be amazed at the success rate. And then when you ever seen like a fine woman or dude with someone who was, you know, not they were out of that person's league, and you go, how the did that just happen? That person was the one was ballsy enough to walk up and say, hey, how you doing? Would you like to dance, or can I get you a drink? Because everybody else was like, oh man, she's too fine. I'm not talking to her. And lo and behold, Quasimodo over there then sealed the damn deal. She's ready.
Right.
Ain't that some shit? Then you want to go home and kill yourself because Quasimodo got out. Myself in the neck with a pencil. You got a fucking shit. And he done got that fine woman. Now you're home drinking your sorrows away with the dog Zeke and shit while Quasi's over there making whoopee with Hallie. Boy, got to do better.
Oh.
It happens.
It's very true. I've been told that I'm intimidating at a bar.
Oh, yeah.
And I hardly have anybody come up and talk to me unless it's an old man that wants to tell me his life story.
Now, so do you think, or has anybody told you that you got like resting bitch face? Because
No.
some people don't know. Some people don't know when they do. Are you unusually tall?
I'm only 5'7".
I was going to say, are you 5'7" or over? I mean, that's considered slightly above average or whatever for a woman, for average to tall. But so then, if you're told you're intimidating, there's got to be something about your posture or demeanor. I'm not saying you're mean. Again, you may look like, damn, she's got her stuff together. You know, it's not. It doesn't have to be negative. I'm just wondering, like,
oh no, it's not a negative thing.
It's just like, you know, yeah, you look like if you come over here, please have it together, huh? I get it, because like there are certain people that you just look at and you feel like that about. You know, I just remember growing up, for instance, and on TV, let's just say TV, for instance. You know, the three people that I always was like, man, I would never approach her unless everything in my life was together, because of the way that they look. Felicia Rashad, Lynn Whitfield, and Angela Bassett. It's like they all make me go, man, if your shit ain't 100, I'm not even saying hello. You have to be 1,000 because those sisters look like, oh yeah, I'm legit. I am 100. I'm all together. Like you can't even go over there with the intention of playing games because they just look like they just tear you apart. But have it together. So, but again, it's nothing bad. It's just called, damn, she's up there. She's like that. So if you hear that, hey, that means you must really good for you. Good for you. That means they see you shining, girl. You a ray of light. They just see you shining.
But Glenn Whitfield scared the hell out of people in thin line. So
well, that's different. That's different.
I've gotten that, but I also get a lot of hateration from women too. Walk into somewhere by myself, and the women are automatically looking at me like, hell no.
Sure. You need to be confident. Yep.
To look at your competition.
Well, no, but you look at your competition's confidence, and it does throw people because again, it's considered not the norm or unsafe or whatever for a woman to do or walk or just go somewhere alone. But when you see a woman who's like, yeah, I'm here, I'm doing me, and yes, I came originally by myself, it throws people for a loop and it turns heads because guys are like, what shit? I mean, both. So I can see that. I can see that, and you don't necessarily have to look up. I hope someone talks to me because I feel lonely or afraid. It's quite the opposite.
Oh no, honey, not at all. Nah, I walk into the spot, get my little spot where I sit all the time, get my little drinks brought to me. Everybody in the spot know me. The owners know me, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So again, it will elicit a particular type of response. Nothing wrong with it.
Right.
But yeah, I can see that. Can't we all just get along, people?
Can't we all just get along? We're not all bad.
Exactly. That's so crazy. Doesn't matter where you are, the world over.
That's it.
But that is true because other women can be catty. They may not even know you, but they go by, how you carry yourself, how you act, and they can be really catty and just mean for no reason.
For no reason.
That's why the movie's called Mean Girls and not mean anything else. Oof, young ladies can be wicked rough. I've seen it happen. I mean, guys, we're just big kids. I mean, we're just kids that get older and have more expensive toys. But yeah, the the venom and the cattiness that can come from women is unbelievable because you guys do it on such a cerebral level. That's why, like the movies that have been made about that, they're funny, but there's
a lot of truth to it.
Yeah, they're super accurate. That cattiness it's like, it's real accurate. Gang up on them and just kill them from the inside out. Jeez. That's so true.
That's why cyberbullying is such a big problem. The majority of this, at least in the statistics, of the cyberbullies are females bullying other females.
Really?
Bullying people.
If you want to, I will pull up on you.
But the thing about that is, that's something I would say too. But it's kind of one of those, I wouldn't even be worried about it like that. I'm not that committed to the online world like some people, unfortunately. Like, that's their world. We grew up where there was none of that. So I know all about walking out the front door and dealing with people in living color. It's a shame because, again, unfortunately, my kids are smack in the middle of that. And I'm like, guess what? Turn that shit off. Unplug. Turn the button off. Detach. Because it causes a level of anxiety that's like through the roof for these kids, and they don't get it.
Oh yeah, I mean, not only that, I think it poses a level of insecurity even for parents to have to even deal with that. Like, I thank God I don't have no little ones at home, but I pray for those that do because it's so much that happens behind the scenes, and sometimes parents don't catch it.
Yeah, true. And the thing is, everybody's stuck. My boy Mike Tyson said it best. He was like, cyberbullying and social media has made it acceptable for people to talk shit and bully you because they're behind a screen and nobody fears getting punched in the mouth. And that's my response. I tell people all the time, fear is healthy, and sometimes violence helps. So the fact that, people get behind the phone and the laptop and all that, and they talk mad shit. The difference is, some people are just tech savvy enough to pull your IP, find your ass, and show up at your job or home. And then what are you going to do?
I'll get up in the inbox real quick. Like, don't come on my page talking shit. Like, I know how to find you. Like, really, like, don't do it. I've done that a couple times, and I get mad respect for it. Like, oh, my bad, I didn't mean it this way, or I have not been in a position yet where I've been challenged like that. I mean, I've been, I've had some shit on my wall and get in the inbox, and by the time it's all said and done, it's apologies because, I don't play like that. I've never been one to play them kind of games. Like, don't do it.
No.
I'm not on it enough to do it or to care. But but truth be told, you're right. You got a nip in the bud. But I just feel like it gives people get real bold behind those keystrokes. The thing is, like I said, I don't interact with enough people to know or to care, but thankfully I don't have that issue because I'm real particular about who I allow on that. I don't just have I'm not one of I got 5,000 friends. A, no, you don't. You really probably don't have 5 real friends. B,
oh yeah, for sure,
I'm not for sure. Just for the commentary and the likes, but this is what they do. They equate who puts a heart or a thumbs up on their shit to who really likes them. No, they don't. People are just nosy as hell. Everybody wants to know what somebody else is doing. And so what I do, don't share Jack. Like I grew up in the days where you keep your business to yourself. I'm a private person. So I'm not letting you all in my life like that because I don't want your damn judgment. I don't really care about your opinion. Not like that. If it's something artistic or that we're doing, sure, but I don't lose your opinion on how I'm living my life. So I try to convey that to my kids, but you know how that goes.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Cyberbullying, a bunch of big punks.
Yeah.
I hate it, but I feel bad because that alone makes these children actually hurt and kill themselves just because of commentary that they cannot take their eyes off of.
Yeah.
So I just try to stay involved.
Yeah.
And of course,
like,
that's the whole world.
It's like back in our day, the school paper published something about you that was bad. Everybody saw it, so that's how you felt about it, was that everybody was looking at it.
See, even that's crazy because, that's one of those, like I said, I think Mimi and I are in the same camp on that. Now I got to come see you. I'm going to pull up on you. I never had that problem, but, if it's something like that, now I got to come see you.
because right there and then it's not like somebody in freaking West Africa writing the shit on your wall and like, oh, wow, okay, you're all the way over there. But no, this is in your community, in your school, the school paper. Everybody saw it. We have a problem.
Yeah. One thing about that, I think when we all get to a certain age, we look back and go, shit, I don't miss high school or teenage years at all. Whether you had a good time or not, if you think about all of the drama and the high anxiety and all that, you look back and go, oh, hell no, you couldn't pay me to do a do-over.
You know what? It's really crazy because our levels of anxiety or whatever we went through back then was so much different. And now in today's world, it's crazier today. Whereas I look at those days back then and be like, okay, you know what? When you hung up on somebody's phone, you hung up on their air, that was it.
That was it. That was it, right. Now you're constantly plugged in. They're overstimulated. You have constant access at all times. Yeah, for us, think about it. I know everybody on this phone remembers when TV went off at midnight. Shit, and the American flag was on for 6 hours. Okay, so they have round the world, round the clock, constant access, which means
shit, in the Caribbean, we didn't even have that. We had the poltergeist screen.
Y'all had snow, huh? Y'all had snow.
Look, that American when shit, the American song played, all you saw
Yeah.
But yeah, it was something so final about that. It was like, well, sleepy or not, take your ass to bed.
Right.
But,
Exactly.
like TV went to bed. Now everything is 24/7, and I think they're just overstimulated. And so, yeah, I try to make sure mine unplug and be out there. I'm that weird parent that likes to ride bikes and climb mountains and shit. So, I roll. Like, I'm not gonna let mine stay in. They're pretty active though. So.
Hey, I wanted to let me intervene. Kind of come out to the left here. I got I just wanted to announce to y'all before we get clicked off the air here in a few minutes. Next week, CB and the Boys will be streaming live through YouTube. 40 minutes of tonight's show is actually on there. I streamed live just using myself. Didn't have everybody else added into it. I was doing it to testing the audio and everything else, and the test was successful. So next week, we will all be streaming live using Zoom and streaming live to YouTube on our CB and the Boys YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's how G gets down. I thought you were going to say you're pregnant or something, man. Damn, all right. I was like, damn, G again? All right. Now, that's dope, man. That's exciting.
Hey, I've been over here. That's all I've been over here. That's why I've been so quiet. I've been over here working on that all night.
You were doing,
I got disconnected like 4 times. I know Crystal was like, why does he keep dropping the call? Unplugging wires and unplugging this and moving this wire to that wire and that wire to this wire.
So we're going to have we have video and audio, G? We have audio and video?
Video and audio. So
see,
anybody watching the YouTube channel will see and hear everything that we see and hear.
Let's go.
All of our callers that call in through Blog Talk, our callers that call in through Blog Talk, everything is streamed in together. So I've got 4 different platforms. They all to come together to make one thing happen. So.
Beautiful.
See.
Beautiful.
Sure.
So next week we step up the game.
Oh man, that means I'm gonna have to. Dang.
That means you ain't gonna be able to be in your pajamas, bro.
Well, that's the problem.
You have to put on some clothes.
I gotta get my hair done.
No. That means I can find some pajamas. Damn. I was walking
gotta
around
get
in
my
my
hair
combat
done.
boots.
Or some makeup.
I know.
Look human.
Yeah, me too. Shit. That means your fingernails and toenails got a match. Right. Nah, that's good stuff. G. That's good stuff. And then you see, whenever the frozen tundra thaws out, I come there, George. Like I said, we can do a little bit of streaming from the club. But I'm not talking to you till it's a normal temperature again. So.
Man, I know, right? It's 25 below stuff is for the birds.
Yeah, I know. That's pipe busting weather.
I have an announcement. Roger, you might want to offer your services to the unemployment offices because they need help with their computer system. So here's the key, everyone, and all of our listeners.
Right?
If you have filed an unemployment claim, a UI claim, be prepared to wait and wait.
I'll get y'all put to the front of the line for 3%. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, the reason being is they reset their system for 2021, and as a result, like for example, in my case, they really messed up my account because they had me in the military and working for the federal government, which never happened.
No.
So they had to fix that, and then I had to verify my identity all over again. So they're making everyone verify their identity because of the widespread fraud that's going on in the unemployment
Well, you had me
system
nervous
right
when
now.
you said offer my services because I didn't know which hat you needed. Well, I've worn a few hats in my day. We'll just put it like that, and I didn't know which one we needed. You know, the legal, illegal, the before, after hours. I mean, you know, I got a couple of brands, so I was
apparently
your computer expertise.
Apparently, they had to figure out how to manually input. What was it, like 46,000 people? Applications.
40,000. Yes. 40,000. So they
Roger, we're going to need you to write them a script.
Right. Because they're merging their old system with the new system. So, but instead of, you know, letting it go over naturally or digitally, they've decided to manually input all the information into the new system. And that's 40,000 claims that have been disrupted as a result of all of this. So it's a mess. And when you do the verification, the identity verification, you have to actually physically click allow for the information to transfer from ID.me to the unemployment office, which is insane. So when you have 40,000 people doing this, and then they have to manually input all of the verifications and updating everything, it's ridiculous. People might not get their money until next year. It's insane. And they're playing with people's livelihoods. Because if you were already getting benefits, they just stopped without warning, like out of nowhere.
But at the end of the day, they got to continue to register, because if you stop registering, then you lose it. So you got to keep registering, because one day you'll just find that you get a check in your bank account for $20,000 from Department of Labor. You're trying to figure out where this came from. That would be it.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to that day, because it seems like it's gonna be about that long.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating, you know, to go through it. So all of our listeners and anyone impacted by this, just hang in there. They say the turnaround time for the ID.me is 7 to 10 business days. Don't believe the hype. It's more like 30. So if they're telling you 7 to 10 business days, just be the squeaky wheel and keep calling and keep calling and keep calling. And eventually you'll get someone on the phone that's willing to break it all down to you and explain, and then give you hope at the end of the call. You have, like today, the person I spoke with, I felt like I have hope at the light of this. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's full of hope, you know. So I just
Tunnel
wanted,
might be 30 miles long, but it's light at the end of it.
Right. So I just wanted our listeners, if they're impacted by this, to just, you know, hang in there and know that they're not alone. There's 40,000 other people that are in the same boat, and we all gotta just keep afloat together and do what we can to take care of each other, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and do what you have to do to stay afloat. But just know that help is on the way, and just, you know and believe that. It may take a while, but it will be there eventually. I'll say eventually. But we're together. We're going to get through this. And just know, again, you're not alone. There's 48,000 other people that are going through the same thing. I am one of them. So I feel your pain. Just know, your frustrations are not in vain. Just, hang in there. Do what you have to do to maintain. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Mask up, because a mask not only protects you, but protects others from you. I know some people have mixed emotions about masks. Whatever your mixed emotions, just wear the damn mask. Because as you have a right not to wear one, I have a right to wear one and not be reinfected by this crazy virus. So just think about other people when you start to to protest the wearing of a mask because it's necessary. That's where we are right now. You know, how long it will last, we do not know. We do not know this. We wish we knew this, but we do not know this. How long will we wear a mask? We do not know this. When will everybody be vaccinated? We do not know this. But one day, everything will get back to normal, possibly. We hope. But again, we do not know this. So the takeaway from all this is do what you have to do, and you're not alone because we do not know this. So on that note, do you guys have any parting words for our listeners?
Everybody take care of yourselves so that we can see you and talk to you again next week.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Guys, have a good one. It's been really nice once again.
Always a pleasure, lady. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, you know what I'm going to say?
Peace and hair grease.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
There you go. And Monica, it was a pleasure having you on the show. We enjoyed you tremendously. You too have an open invitation to call back anytime you wish. Do you have any parting words for your fans?
Thank y'all. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
All right.
So everybody, you've been listening to CB and the Boys. We come to you every Wednesday as your midweek motivation. We hope that everyone enjoyed the show tonight, and we will see you next week with some new twists and surprises, so be on the lookout for that. So we shall, as George announced, we will be streaming live. So that's going to be exciting. So everyone, please look forward to that and tune in. If you want to send your music into us, or if you're interested in being interviewed on the show, you can email us at cbandtheboys2019@gmail.com. Again, that's cbandtheboys2019@gmail.com. So everyone, enjoy the rest of your work week, and we will see you next week. And as always, you know, BTS is my favorite group. So we're going to leave with BTS's Life Goes On. This is a good movie. A good movie. Good Lord. I'm losing my mind. It's a good song. Should be a movie. But anyway, so here's BTS and Life Goes On. And remember, guys, even if you don't understand the language of the song, because yes, it is partly in Korean, you can still feel the groove of the song and the vibe of the song. And the song was written to uplift people during this tough time, because while we're all going through this pandemic, it is global. So everyone has been impacted, and everyone is doing what they can to try to bring some joy and upliftment in people's lives, because we need that. So this is BTS and Life Goes On, and we will see you guys next week. Life Goes On.
All right. Bye.
아직도 멈추질 않아 저 먹구름보다 빨리 달려가 그럼 될 줄 알았는데 나 겨우 사람인가 봐 몹시 아프네 세상이란 놈이 지갑기 덕분에 눌러보는 먼지 쌓인 되감기 넘어진 채 청하는 엇박자의 춤 겨울이 오면 내 진짜 더 뜨거운 숨 끝이 보이지 않아 출구가 있긴 한가 발이 세지지
다 변했죠. 다행히도 우리 사이는 아직 곁에 안 변했네.
늘 하루 시작 같은 안녕이란 말로 오늘과 내일도 함께 이어보자고 멈춰있지 마 어둠에 비친 너의